Hello everybody, it's Christine. It is day 25 of 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. Here is our sketch today. It is by Daisy Scraps. And this is a really cool sketch. I'm loving there's mixed media, behind these things. There's like little tickety things and a tag. And then these cool like vertical, could be like a paint. It could be, I think maybe a Nuvo drop or something. Of course, there's little embellishment clusters here. The title's there. I'm thinking, so here's what I have. And I think my issue is, I might can still do it. I have a vertical photo, which was a Snapchat filter, y'all. So that was kind of funny. And I picked out this, what is this one? Spectrum Sherbet. This 49 Market Spectrum Sherbet. And I think I did that because there's these mixed, my head's hitting the phone, y'all. Did I knock that phone? There's a couple things. First off, honey, just a minute. I've got to go through here, but I remember seeing, I don't think it was this one. There was one with like mixed media. I think it was this one I kind of liked. Now, granted, that's got these strap things that she doesn't have. So let me I'll make sure that's the one I thought, because I had it in my head one of these. That's not really necessarily. There's always the circle-y one, but that's not really it either. I'm kind of leaning toward that one, even though, so if I do that, I'm kind of leaning toward this. I mean, y'all, I like that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And I have rub-ons that could also work. Oops, I dropped something. Like these ones, right? So I could maybe bring these in after I do the tickety things or something. And as it relates to the tickety things, oh my goodness, y'all, I've got these little laser pieces. Oh, there it goes. I got these little laser pieces here. This could be a cute title, Beautiful Mind, because we're silly. I don't know. Oh, here it is. These have little tickety things. I don't know, though. I may end up pulling out another collection. I have Spectrum Gardenia, and I might be able to get into that. So, anyways, that's what I'm starting with. Let me get myself organized a little bit better, and I'll be back on in a second. I'm never going to claim to be 100% organized, but I got a little bit better. So I've taken my photo and I have double matted it. I used kind of a real pale pink as the first matte and then kind of this rose pink as the second. And I did make it look a little like the little Polaroid shape that she had on the sketch because I do like that. And what I'm going to do here, I've gone through and I've cut out of I think it was the Spectrum Gardenia. It had a sheet with a bunch of tickety looking things. And so I did use like a craft knife to cut it out, and then, hey Saturn, and I'm basically making all these layers. Now she had a tag on the top. I didn't bother with a tag. I just stuck with all my tickets because I had a bunch of them, and I've used my Nuvo glue, and I'm just kind of gluing them all together to create like a photo block because I'm not sure yet where I'm going to end up with I know I'm going to use rub-ons, and I'm not 100% sure exactly where everything's going to fall just quite yet. So I'm basically making my photo as like a little block of stuff I can kind of shift around with my Nuvo glue. So I'm going to get all that done. And I kind of cut some of that out too, because some of it was just me fastening around with these little tickety things. And I've kind of start off a little bit low, and I think, okay, I'm not certain about that. And I'm kind of just, poking around here. And I'm going to get out my rub-ons in just a moment. Now, I'm going to actually end up time-lapsing, y'all, because I'm going to let you guys kind of see how the rub-on stuff works. These 49 Market rub-ons are just, I've bragged on them before. I mean, you're going to hear other people brag on them. The quality is just phenomenal. And when they go down on the paper, they just look like they were part of the paper. For me, it looks, I was intentionally kind of making it look like the mixed media stuff here. So I'm going to go with these butterflies because they look like they're just kind of splashed down, So I got the kind of pinky purple in the upper right, rather. And then I'm going to go with this, the greeny, bluey, purpley ones in the lower left. And that's kind of where she had the mixed media on the sketch. And then I'm going to end up, I don't do it just quite yet, but I'm going to end up with another rub-on at the bottom. But I will pull out these, like, the stripy ones on the left. You can kind of see them right there at Saturn's behind. I don't know if I do it just quite yet. I think I'm still looking for, I'm looking at the stuff for the titles just in case. I had it in my head initially I might use one of those words for the title, and I changed my mind on that. I actually thought of something else in just a minute, and I have to run and go get it, but I'll do that off camera. But here's where I think, okay, I'm going to use these little pieces here as those vertical stripe looking things, or she kind of almost looked like it was handwritten lines or something. It was kind of neat. I'm going to use these here, and I'm going to just kind of layer a couple over the top of each other. And on the right hand side, I just use one more piece because it was a shorter piece. And I think this looks kind of cool, actually. I think this whole thing turned out really cool. And if I'm honest, it didn't take me long, because when I use these rub-ons, it's like they're just, it makes the whole process just move really fast. In the down there on the bottom, I do have this border strip that it looked like kind of tickets. That was one of the sheets of paper at some point. And I'm just going to cut it in half because I'm going to make a little layered piece there. And then I do go off and get into the laser cuts for the gardenia. Yes, the gardenia collection. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the sherbet versus gardenia. I get into that and I pull out a green because I do like that green with it. And I'm going to end up, it kind of, because the paper is pretty thick and I'm gluing these things together, I'll actually end up putting a little bit of foam under the top of the ticket, the green ticket there. But I think I do that off camera, to be honest with y'all. But then I also decide, you know what, I can use one of these little rows of butterflies behind it as kind of the little mixed media piece that she was showing. So again, I really enjoyed how this turned out. She didn't really use, I have the piece of paper I have has that rainbow kind of vertical design with the colors, but I definitely think that added to this layout. I really love it. Okay, so I'm just kind of organizing. So this is basically how things are going to look, y'all. So I'm not going to make you sit during some of the gluing of that stuff on the bottom, but I am going to time lapse you on me like putting the rub-ons down. Now, again, as I've said before, these rub-ons are high quality, but you do still have to kind of pay attention, and I don't ever like just rub and then just lift the whole thing off. I kind of rub and then lift up and make sure I've got everything, and then I'll just do that on every piece. So you can kind of see a little bit here. Well, maybe it moves a little too fast. I don't know, but I'm rubbing and I'll check before I pull the thing completely off. And that's where I'm gluing all those little pieces together. Wow, this does move pretty fast, y'all. Time lapse, they mean business when they're doing time lapse. I hope you guys can kind of see, because I'm just realizing how fast it really is going. Man, I'm a lightning Steve McQueen here. All right, so I glued my picture down with my Nuvo glue, and I decided on Oh Snap. I had thought to myself I knew I had something over in my titles and everything, and I was poking around. I was like, oh snap, that's perfect, because then I'm using a Snapchat filter. And so I just write on my journaling here, Wendy and I just played around with Snapchat filters when at her 45th birthday. So we'd all just done like a luncheon with the family. I think we went to Demosi's. It's like a Mediterranean all-you-can-eat buffet. It's pretty good, actually. And so we'd done that, and we were just kind of playing around Snapchat. And so I really enjoyed that. So that was a quick layout, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I enjoyed this one. I love using those rub-ons, I'm not going to lie. And make sure you check out the playlist. There's lots and lots of inspiration at this point. And there's a Facebook group, too. I don't think I've mentioned that, but there's definitely a Facebook group. So if you can go to Christy's Beautiful Life, and it's 30 Days of Sketches. You can find it on there. And like and subscribe and all the good stuff. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.